Because there is infinite souls in this universe. Nobody can count. Every every grass has one soul. Insects and many things. Everywhere there is a soul. But some are in active position, some are in non-active position, sleeping position and awaking position. And some are demoniac and some are divine, spiritual soul. In Bhagavad Gita also says, Devi Asur Sampati. There is just two kinds of souls, Atma. Spiritual Atma means divine conscious Atma, and demoniac conscious Atma. Atma is not demoniac and not divine. Atma is Atma. Original form of Atma is same, nothing, no difference. But difference is in their knowledge. It is called Dharmaputta Gnan in Sanskrit. Because spiritual soul has, this pencil has, this is not pencil complete. This is just, what we can say, holder. But inside, pencil is very inside just. Lid is inside. But this is just a box, nothing else. But pencil, lid is inside. Same way, this is Atma, and this is outside is Dharmaputta Gnan, Dharmaputta knowledge. Original knowledge is surrounded to soul, Atma. Whatever difference is in knowledge, original form of knowledge, original knowledge. So if original knowledge is spoiled, everything is spoiled. Original knowledge is divine and pure, very transferred, then from inside comes transport, divine thoughts. Suppose one lamp, there is one lamp, big lamp, and if you cover that lamp with one red plastic, then light comes out red. Okay. If you change it to blue, put blue, light comes out as a blue. But lamp is same. Lamp has no difference. Lamp is not blue, not red. Red lamp is all red, like white. Same way, soul is already living entity. But it has Dharmaputta Gnan, means original knowledge. Original knowledge. In original knowledge, if he had did company with the saints or devotees or God, his Dharmaputta Gnan becomes pure. And if he had done company of bad people, or if he did insult of any great devotee, great saints or God, then his Dharmaputta Gnan becomes polluted. So when Dharmaputta Gnan is polluted, our consciousness is polluted, we get bad thoughts. And if our consciousness is pure, we get good thoughts. Depends upon our consciousness. Dharmaputta Gnan. So Maharaj says there are some souls, from very beginning they are like that only. Okay? Because the cycle of birth and death is beginningless and endless. It's called Anadi cycle. Anadi means no beginning, no end. So since millions of years, they have like that nature, demoniac nature. So when they're born with their demoniac nature. And some people are very spiritual, very strong in spirituality. So from beginning, from childhood, they are very spiritual by action, by nature, by virtue, by everything. But in between, mostly people are in between. 5% naturally demoniac, 5% naturally spiritual, 90% in between. So if they have good company, they become spiritual. minded, conscious. And if they have bad company, they become bad, demoniac conscious. So Maharaj says, especially, company is most important. And pleasing of God and saints is also most important cause. See, sinner is different, demoniac is different. Sinner is not demoniac. Sometimes demoniac does not do any sins. His life is pure, but his consciousness is demoniac. Okay? And sometimes people is drinking, smoking, gambling, meat eating, everything. But even though he is not demoniac, he is just a sinner. Okay? He is doing bad things. That is just. It is not demoniac. But that people can convert his life, can change his life. Because of bad company, he is doing now bad things. But when he gets good company, automatically he will change his life and he will come on right path. But those who are demoniac people, they don't want to change anything in their life. Okay? That is the special nature of demoniac people. Other special nature of demoniacal people is, sometimes he is a very spiritual, looks like spiritual man. He does puja, he follows Shiksha-patri also, he follows Bhagavad Gita also. But even though he is demoniac, because most biggest sign of demoniac people is, they have always a enviness with true devotee and saints. Okay? All sinner people have no demoniac opposition, enviness with saints and devotee. But those who are demoniac people, special sign of demoniac people, Maharaj says in Satsangi Jivan, second canto of Satsangi Jivan, then what is Gunatan Swami asked to Sriji Maharaj, what is the special virtue of demoniac people, special sign of demoniac people. So Swami told demoniac people demoniac people does practice of spirituality or not spiritual life? I said, yeah, sometime if demoniac people also does puja, does worship, does yoga also, like Ravana. Ravana was demoniac people, but he was a devotee of Shiva. He was doing everyday puja of Lord Shiva. But even though he was demoniac, so his mind was demoniac. So sometime in spiritual world also demoniac people are there, in out world also demoniac people are there. But sinner people are not in satsanga. In satsang mostly people are following holy life. But those who have no good company, they are simply following bad life. But even though if they have opportunity of a good company, they become also good people, no problem. So, but those who are demoniac people, they have special mindset. They do not like good people. They are always opposite to saint and devotee, true saint and true devotee. That is special sign of demoniac people. So, like Ravana, we can take example of Ravana. Ravana was high intelligent and he was a high scholar, very good scholar in Upanishad and Veda. He studied even Veda. He was doing everyday puja of Lord Shiva. He was very nice. But even though he was demoniac, because he had enviness with Lord Rama. Okay? That is biggest cause of enviness. Biggest cause of demoniac people is always they are opposite to saint and devotee. True saint and opposite to true saint and true devotee. Those are false saint and false devotee, no problem. They have matching. Okay? Because in saint dress also and in devotee dress also there are two kind of real and false also. Okay? We say openly, Christian does not say openly. says, no, all Krishnas are good. No? How is it possible?
It's interesting because they say the same kind of thing about the devil. Because the devil apparently was, a wonderful, one of the Lord's greatest angels.
Every country
He
has...
just thought he could do a better job than the Lord could one day, and things got out of hand. So again, envy.
No problem.
Yeah.
So there is two class of people. Some are favorite and some are opposite. Every country has two kind of citizens. Some are supporting the city nation, and some are opposite to nation.
There is a chapter, and I can't remember which one, Swamiji, you'll know. I think it's one of the questions to Maharaj was, can a demonic person ever become divine? Can their soul ever flip? And I forget, but I think the answer was something to the effect, not easily.
Yeah, it's very hard, long process. It takes long process.
So it takes many lives then.
Many lives also.
Oh, geez. Okay. Right.
So we have this good opportunity in this present human life. So we have to practice more and more bhakti yoga and spiritual life and vegetarian life and satsanga, read Vachanamritam, Shiksha-patri, Bhagavad Gita. I have also here. So always engage in spiritual life. No problem. We are living with family, doing your job also, no problem. But whenever your mind is free, chant Swaminarayan or read Vachanamritam, think about God, whatever you have read here, and morning, evening, noon time, whenever possible, do Mansi Puja, meditation. That's more and more spiritual practice is important.
Your method of chanting with the Swaminarayan.
Yeah, chanting is very nice also.
That is amazing.
It is amazing.
You can feel it's the Sankhya and the mantra together. You can feel it. Explain that. He was explaining it to us once. Remember, you could do a better job than me, but you basically that's.
So when you chant Swaminarayan, Swami means Upanishad says Purusha Vida, Akshare Parame Vyoman. There is transcendental world beyond Maya, and it is called Akshara, Brahma, Brahmaloka, transcendental Loka. Lok means world, transcendental planet, transcendental planet. Beyond effect of Maya, and there lives God and liberated souls, muktas. Mukta means liberated souls. That form of God is permanent form of God. It is called Swami. His name is Swami. Swami means controller. Controller of all infinite universes. But he lives permanently there in his divine abode. Upanishad says, Bhagavad Gita also says like this. Yadgatvana nivartante taddhama paramam. When once soul goes there, he does not need to return back in Maya, in birth, cycle of death and birth. That is called Swami. Swami means that form, who is controlling infinite universes and giving like that force also. And Narayan means omnipresent form of God. Swami means one particular form of God who lives in Akshardhama. And Narayan has two words. Nara, Ayana. Nar means all living and non-living things. Together is called Nara. Ayana means omnipresently, being omnipresent inside is called Ayana. So Swaminarayana means, Swami means who lives in Akshardhama. Narayan means that same God lives in my soul also, as an omnipresent form, in omnipresent form. God lives in our soul, in our Atma also, in our soul also. God lives everywhere, but same God lives in our soul also. So we have to meditate Swami Narayan. That God lives in me also as omnipresent. So that way we have to do meditation. And if you do meditation like that, more faster, more and more faster, you can get spiritual power, purification, and relation with God. Okay, like that. So it is, yeah.
Well, you mentioned it. One of our talks when I was when you. I was here,
Whenever
you
you
said
chant
that-
Swaminarayan, suppose I am chanting Swaminarayan. Swami, remember that form. Narayan, remember, oh, that's the God. Is in my heart. Antaryami. It's called Antaryami. Antaryami. God lives everywhere. It is not helpful for us. But God lives in our soul, Antaryami, omnipresent. That is for us meditation. Okay? Everywhere is common, but what was living in us is special for us. Special for us. Okay? So that way you can chant Swami Narayan, Swami Narayan. This is a Upanishad mantra, because Upanishad says these two form of God, omnipresent Shavashyamidam Sarvam, omnipresent form of God, and Akshare Paramavamni, God lives beyond the material Prakriti, beyond Prakriti, in Aksharadam. Akshar means perishable, Akshara means imperishable, non-perishable, and permanent. So in that way, if you chant Swaminarayan, Swaminarayan, it gives more faster spiritual benefit, purification, peace, and this is the biggest meditation in all meditations. Meditation. So this is called Bhakti Yoga meditation. And Ashtanga Yoga meditation is also like that, but they have another process. Process is different. In Bhakti Yoga, very easy process, every process. And any time you can practice. Bhakti Yoga, you can practice while you are eating or taking bath or working or when you, before sleep or any time. But Ashtanga Yoga you cannot do any time. You need to sit like this.
Requires some preliminary steps.
And your health should be also good, otherwise you feel do like then it will stop now. It will not come out, then there is a problem. So your health should be good, place should be very nice, calm and silent and peaceful. But in Bhakti Yoga, no problem. You can chant in train also, in flight also, in bus also, in hospital also, in school also, anywhere, anytime, in any position, you can practice Bhakti Yoga. But in Ashtanga Yoga, not possible like that.
Well, Jignesh said to me one time, he said, how many did you do on your counter today? And so it was like 900 and something. He goes, I did more than that on the way here in my car. I said, you do it in your car? He goes, yeah, I have a one-hand. I drive with the tried that with Ashtanga Yoga in your car.
Yeah,
on the highway. So
while we are,
he's good.
we are traveling in car, the devotee does, because we have now machine facility, so you can chant with machine. In your car also you can do Bhakti Yoga. No problem.
Not Ashtanga, but Bhakti Yoga. Yeah. I would want to see some
So
kind of
Ashtanga Yoga, if you do Ashtanga Yoga, you will, your car will cut shock immediately, and immediately will go.
Yeah, well,
That's one quick way.
that's a quick way.
Okay, so in Kali Yoga, Bhakti Yoga is practicable and more suitable. But normally people like Ashtanga Yoga, but Ashtanga Yoga is not suitable for present time. Because for Ashtanga Yoga you need yamas and niyamas and many things are there. And it is quite impossible in this Kali Yuga era especially. It is good, very nice, but in Kali Yuga it is not suitable. Because in Kali Yuga our condition and our capacity, our thinking and our daily ritual, daily life is completely different.
Lifespan is shorter.
So directly we have to unite our mind to God. It is mantra meditation. Mantra meditation means directly overcross everything and directly join your mind to God. It is called mantra meditation. In Ashtanga Yoga, first you have to stop your breathing and stop your mind and then peacefully like that, and then slowly you join with God. Okay? But great yogi was doing is that good. But now it is different condition. So now Bhakti Marga, so great acharyas. Even Sriji Maharaj, when he was in forest life, he was doing Ashtanga Yoga.
Oh, from Gopal Yogi.
Yeah, yogis, because he traveled to all over India and China and in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, in Nepal. God visited 7 countries in recent time. And he was master in Ashtanga Yoga also. And he taught Ashtanga Yoga to saints also. But later God stopped Ashtanga Yoga system and started Bhakti Yoga system. Because for liberate thousands of people, but Ashtanga Yoga is not a suitable way. But Bhakti Yoga is, suppose you are doing Seva, is called also Yoga. Seva Yoga and Bhakti Yoga and Mantra Yoga. So, Yoga means union with God. Join with God is called yoga. Yoga means not just bending body and hand. It is exercise. It is called exercise. It is not yoga. It is not really yoga. It is exercise. Yoga means itself says. Yoga means join to God. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga means your consciousness, control consciousness from materialistic world and join to God, Supreme God, is called yoga. Definition is like that. But people have a little bit different mind, so they are practicing more things and gets very little result. So when you practice Bhakti Yoga, automatically Ashtanga Yoga also comes inside, because when do Seva, do Dandvat, do Pradakshina, physical yoga also there. And fasting in Ekadashi days, it is also form of Ashtanga. Ashtanga includes in Bhakti Yoga. But Bhakti Yoga does not include in Ashtanga Yoga. So Maharaj says those who are spiritual people, spiritual soul, they are always inside of God. And those who are demoniac conscious people, they are always opposite to real saints, real devotee and God.